أهلا بكم مرة تانية في كايرو دار. My dear student of the third secondary stages, we have to meet again today to discuss about the new lesson of the calculus and specifically in the third chapter, which is talking about the geometric application about the higher derivative or the implicit derivative. As we know that we have covered together before the higher derivative and the implicit derivative, and now we have to make a good refreshment. This is because it's very easy and most easier lesson for geometric application, because it depends on many remarks and many rules that we have studied before in previous years. We have to go directly to our lesson. We have today, this is a calculus, and the name of our lesson is geometric application. But before we discuss the geometric application, we have some remarks which we have to discuss about it. Firstly, number one, if we have the xy coordinate like this, this is x and this is y, and we have a straight line like that, this is angle theta. So what is the angle theta? We know that theta is the angle between what? Between the straight line and the positive direction of x-axis. So we have to say that m equals tan theta. What is m? M is denoted by the slope of straight line. So m is the slope of the straight line, equal tan theta. What about theta? Theta is the angle included between the straight line L and the positive direction of x-axis. Okay, for any equation of straight line, symmetric equation like that, which is ax plus by plus c equals 0, then the slope m equals negative coefficient of y of x over coefficient of y. That means negative a over b. Negative coefficient of x over coefficient of y. This is negative a over b. Also, we have the slope of a straight line passes through two points x1 and y1. This is the first point, and the second is x2 and y2. Then our slope will be m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This is the how could find the slope of the straight line. Firstly, we can use the angle theta. Secondly, we can use the coefficient of x and y like that, negative a over b. And thirdly, we can find the slope of the straight line. If this straight line passes through two different points, x1 and y1, x2 and y2, then the slope equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we have some remarks now. If L1 and L2 are two straight lines their slopes are m1 and m2 respectively, then firstly, if L1 parallel to L2, if the two straight lines are parallel, then M1 must be equals M2. So vice versa, if M1 equals M2, that means the two straight lines are parallel. Second, if L1 perpendicular on L2, two perpendicular straight lines, that means the product of their slopes equals -1. Number 3, if L1 parallel للX axis, we know that if any straight line parallel to X axis, then its slope, which is m1, equals 0. Number 4, if L1 parallel to Y axis, that means an m1 undefined. This is 4 important rules and 4 important cases about the relation between two straight lines. By the way, we have to say that X parallel to X axis معناها horizontal straight line, but when it's parallel to Y axis means vertical straight lines. So the word horizontal straight lines refer to that this straight line is parallel to X axis, and the vertical straight lines means this straight line is perpendicular to X axis or parallel to Y axis. In both cases, we have to discuss about the slopes. In case of parallelism to the X axis, the slope equals 0, and if this is a vertical straight lines or parallel to Y axis, the slope is undefined. Finally, before we go to the exams, we have to remember together the equation of straight line passes through the point x1 and y1 and its slope equals m. Then the equation will be like that: y minus y1 over x minus x1 equals m. This is the equation. And now we have to discuss about the equation of the normal it will be y minus y1 over x minus x1 equals, by the way, here is m, but here is negative 1 over m. Now this is the equation of the straight line, and this is the equation of the normal of this straight line, means perpendicular on this straight line. Now we have finished the theoretical part. We have to solve some examples to clarifying these remarks. Firstly, number 1, find the equation and equation of a tangent and the normal to the curve this is the equation of the curve now: x squared y squared minus 2x minus 4y plus 1 equals 0. Now we are going to the solution. Firstly, we have to write x squared y squared minus 2x minus 4y plus 1 equals 0. This is the equation of the curve. Now we have to find the derivative by using the rule of derivative. This is the product. That means first time derivative of the second. By the way, we need at the point negative 1 and 1. This is the point which we will use to substitute. Now we return back again to make the derivative. First derivative of the second 2y y dash plus second times derivative of the first is 2x because we differentiate according to x, minus 2x derivative of it equals 2 minus 4y derivative of 4y will be 4y dash equals derivative of 1 is 0 equals 0. So we have to make the substitution. Now put x equals negative 1 power of 2 times 1 y dash plus y, it's 1 power of 2 times 2 times negative 1 minus 2 minus 4y dash equals 0. This is negative 2y dash minus 4 equals 0. We can get the value of y dash here. It will be y dash equals negative 2. As we know, y dash is the first derivative, which we denoted by m. Then this is the slope of the curve now equals -2. Now we have to find here equation of tangent, and here equation of normal. Equation of tangent, we have to write the form of the equation: y minus y1 over x minus x1 equals m. So we have to substitute substitute y1 by the point 1 over x minus -1, which will be +1, equals slope -1. Put 1 and make cross multiplication. We will get y minus 1 equals -2x minus 2. Finally, we can get that y plus 2x plus 1 equals 0, and this is the equation of the tangent. Now we are going to find the equation of the normal. Don't forget to use y minus 1 over directly x minus -1 means +1 equals upside down, and to change the sign it will be half. So by making cross multiplication we get 2y minus 2 equals x plus 1, then 2y minus x minus 3 equals 0, and this is the equation of the normal. By the way, if we found that the equation is x minus 2y plus 3 equals 0, both of them are right. This was the first example. Let's move to the second one. Find the points lie on the curve y equals x power 3 minus 4x plus 5, which the tangent is parallel to the straight line x plus y plus 2 equals 0. Before we solve the problem, we have to imagine it. We have two y's here. First, y equals x power 3 minus 4x plus 5. This is the equation of the curve. And the tangent is parallel. He said that the tangent is parallel to the straight line x plus y plus 2. That means we can deal with the first y, which is referred to the curve equation, but we have firstly to find out the tangent. Tangent means the first derivative means y dash or dy over dx, and put this derivative y dash equals the derivative of the straight line x plus y plus 2. So how could we find the points? Find the points means we have to get two different values. First value of x, second the value of y. So how could we get the value of x to get the value of y? That we will try to find it together now. Now we have to go to solve. Firstly, y equals x power 3 minus 4 x plus 5. Y dash equals 3 x power of 2 minus 4. This is the equation of the straight line x plus y plus 2 equals 0. By the way, if we had forget how to find out the slope or the first derivative about negative coefficient of x over coefficient of y, you can make easier directly the first derivative of this equation. X, its derivative is 1, y, its derivative is y dash, 2, its derivative is 0, so y dash here equals negative 1. So we have y dash here and y dash here, and we have to use the word parallel, so we have to write 3 x squared minus 4 equals negative 1. By solve this equation, so 3x squared equals 3, that means x equals positive or negative 1. We will complete here by make a substitution at x equals 1 and at x equals negative 1. Make a substitution instead of x. Where? Instead of x, here in the equation of the curve, because the question is find the point lying on the curve. Find the point lying on the curve. That means the value of y must be obtained from the original function y equal x power 3 minus 4x plus 5. When we make a substitution by x equal 1, we will get y equals 2. Then we have 1 and 2. This is the first point. Second, if we make a substitution instead of x by using negative 1, we will find that the value of y equals 8. That means that we have 2 points lying on the curve y equal x power 3 minus 4x plus 5. This equation satisfies the condition. What's condition? The condition was the tangent is parallel to the straight line x plus y plus 2. So how can we evaluate our solution? By the way, if we are looking to the first derivative of the curve, we will find that x raised to the power of 2. Okay, now that means that we have two different values of x or two equal values of x. Anyway, we have two values of x because x raised to the power of 2. So we have to, when we are going to make a substitution instead of the value of x inside the curve of y, that we are going to get two values also for y. That means we have now 2 points satisfy the relation or the given relation in the problem. And that was the solution of this problem. Now we are going to solve another one. And this is popular and common problem in almost of exams. The problem is prove that the two curves first curve y equals x power of 2 plus 6x plus 5, and second one is y equals x power of 3 minus x power of 2 minus x plus 1 are tangential. Tangentials means touch each other. At the point, tangential where? At the point what? the point is negative 1 and 0. Okay. Then find the equation of common tangent. And this is a very important problem. Directly, we have to write the first equation or the first curve, y equals x power of 2 plus 6x plus 5, and here is y equals x power of 3 minus x power of 2 minus x plus 1. We are going now to find y dash and y dash. First derivative for both. Now first derivative is 2x plus 6, and this is first derivative is 3x power of 2 minus 2x minus 1. By using the value of x, which is negative 1, so 2 times negative 1 plus 6 equals 4. This is the slope of the tangent here. And now 3 power negative 1 power of 2 minus 2 times negative 1 minus 1 also equals 4. So when we substitute instead of x on both derivative for both curves by using negative 1, we get the same value. Now we can say that this is number 1 and this is number 2, so we have to write from 1 and 2 we can say that the two curves are tangential at the point negative 1 with 0. So we have to find the equation of common tangent y minus y1 over x minus x1 equals m. So what about y1? y1 is 0 and x1 is negative 1. So what about the m, the slope? The slope is equal in both cases, it equals to 4. So by use cross multiplication we get y equals 4x plus 4. This is the equation, or we can write it as y minus 4x minus 4 equals 0 if we need to put this equation in symmetric form. And this is the equation of the common tangent. Now we are going to discuss about different form of problems. If we have problem that if the straight line (13x minus y minus 7 equals 0) touches, if the straight line 13x minus y minus 7 equals 0, touch what? Touch the curve y equals, this is the equation of the curve, a x power of 3 plus b x power 2 at the point كم بقى at the point 1 and 6. So find the value of A and B. This is the solution. Now we have to, since the point 1 and 6 satisfied, the equation which equation? Equation of the curve. Then we have to make a substitution like that. 6 equals A 1 power of 3 plus B 1 power of 2. Now we will get A plus B equals 6, and this will be the first equation. Now we get, they are touching together, so we have y equals ax power 3 plus b x power of 2, this is equation of the curve, and 13 x minus y minus 7 equals 0. Then we have to calculate the first derivative. Y dash equals 3a x power of 2 plus 2b x. The other side, this is 13 minus y dash equals 0. That means y dash equals 13. By make equality between two sides, we will get 3a x power of 2 plus 2b x equal 13. Substitute at x equals 1, so we will get 3a plus 2b equals 13, and this will be equation number 2. Now we can say that from 1 and 2 equation, we will get a, by solving them simultaneously, a will be equals 1 and b will be equals 5, and this is the answer of the problem. Let's move directly to discuss about another problem. Find the points. Again, find the points on the curve Where is the equation of the curve? My dear students, this is y equals, oh my god, this is fraction, 3x over x power 2 plus x plus 1, which is the tangent, and this is a very important statement will follow the fraction function now, which the tangent parallel to what? To x-axis. And this is very important statement. Why this statement is important, or why is this given is important? Because some bodies we will make the derivative according to x by using the ordinary method of fraction by using denominator square, denominator multiply derivative of numerator minus numerator multiply derivative of denominator, and this is direct way. And some other parties we will make or they will try to make cross multiplication to convert it into implicit form of a function, and both of them are right. But if we are going to read carefully the statement was written after the fraction, he said that which the tangent parallel to x-axis. Parallel to x-axis means the slope equals 0. And we have to imagine the form of the first derivative here. It will be fraction. When the fraction is equal to 0, that means the numerator only is equal to 0. Remember this carefully. When the fraction is equal to 0, why 0? Because the tangent is parallel to x-axis. That means the only numerator of the fraction, that only value or its own value will be 0. Let's clarify this point together. Firstly, we have to find y dash. Y dash will be, this is a fraction, so denominator x squared plus x plus 1 all power of 2, denominator x squared plus x plus 1 times the derivative of the numerator, which is 3, minus 3x times the denominator of the derivative of the denominator, which is 2x plus 1. He said that tangent parallel to x-axis, that means the numerator only, which is x squared plus x plus 1 multiplied times 3 minus 3x times 2x plus 1, this only will be equals 0. So we have to solve this equation. Now we have 3x squared plus 3x plus 3 minus 6x squared minus 3x equals 0. So 3x squared minus 6x squared, it will be negative 3x squared. 3x with 3x crossed out, plus 3 equals 0. So x squared equals 1. Now we get the value of x equals positive or negative 1. Again, now we are going to find the value of y by substitute x equals 1 at x equals negative 1. So y now equals 3 times 1, 1 square plus 1 plus 1, it will be 1. That means the first point is 1 and 1. Also we will get y here equals 3 times 1 times negative 1 over negative 1 square plus negative 1 plus 1, it's negative 3. Then the second point is negative 1 and negative 3, and these are the 2 points. First is 1 and 1, second is negative 1 and negative 3. Let's move to another problem. Now we have find the x coordinate for the point on the curve y equals x minus 3 over x squared minus 3x plus 1, which the tangent is parallel to y-axis. He can replace the word y-axis by the word vertical. Okay, let's move to solution. If we are going to find y dash equals denominator square x squared minus 3x plus 1 all to the power of 2 denominator x squared minus 3x plus 1 times derivative of the numerator, which is 1, minus x minus 3, and this is 2x minus 3. Take care, we are not going to expand the numerator because he said that the tangent parallel to y-axis, that means m is undefined. M undefined means, and this is m, and we have a fraction. When the fraction is undefined, means only the denominator is equal to 0. That means x squared minus 3x plus 1 all power of 2 equals 0. Cancel power of 2. Now we get x squared minus 3x plus 1 equals 0. If we need to find the value of x, we can't make a factorization for this expression, then we are going to use a formula. Formula was x equals negative b, positive or negative, square root b squared minus 4 ac over 2a, and this is a equals 1, b equals negative 3, c equals 1. Now make a substitution. X will be negative 3, it's positive 3, positive or negative, square root of 9 minus 4 times 1 times 1 equals 4 over 2 times 1 equals 2. That will be 3, positive or negative, square root of 5 over 2. By the way, this is the value of x, and the question was find the x coordinate only. He hadn't asked me about the point, he asked about the x coordinate only, and then this is the final answer of the problem. Now I think that we have a good recovering or a presentation about the geometric application, about the implicit function or implicit derivative and the higher derivative. We are going now to make a conclusion about what's the meaning of m. M is a slope of a straight line. We can get the slope by using the angle included between the straight line and the positive direction of x-axis by using the angle theta, and tan theta is the slope, or negative coefficient of x over coefficient of y if our straight line its equation on the symmetric form. And if we have 2 points, then we get the slope by y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. We have two kind of equations, equation of the tangent and the other equation of the normal. My dear students, that was the very much easiest lesson about the calculus this year. I hope you can use your mind carefully to find out all solving or problem. Thank you. أوعدكم في رعاية الله والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.